Thank you.
I have never in my life been this cold and covered in snow and also sweaty and out of breath.
This is like holding all the heat in. It's pretty gross, but we have our tickets. Let's get on. We have taken trains, buses and planes all through Asia and all through Europe. And this morning is the first time we're catching a ferry. Tallinn, Estonia and Helsinki, Finland are linked by 3 companies that do ferries every day, all day. Today, we're on the cheapest that we could find, Eckerö Line. It just happens to leave very early in the morning.
You want to go to the sun deck? This is like a proper, way bigger than we expected cruise ship. Like multiple bars, multiple cafes, a buffet breakfast, what are they called? Casino machines? Slot machines? Everywhere for a 2-hour ferry. That's nuts. As if this runs as often as it does. That's crazy to me. Should we see how expensive breakfast is?
It's expensive. It's like €3 for one croissant that looks a little bit old. I think we'll wait till we get there.
How much are coffees? Coffee addiction is expensive.
€8.40 for those 2 coffees. Just machine coffees. Guess that's what you expect when you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean going to an expensive country. It's 6:10 and we just took off. We thought we had really good seats at the front of the ferry, but it immediately came out of the dock and turned around and we're at the very back of the ferry. We booked these tickets online at directferries.com. It cost us €36 altogether. It was €32 plus a €5 booking fee. I'm sure you can get it cheaper if you go direct, but the website just put all the different companies there and we got to pick the best time and price that suited us, which was Eckerö Line. But now that we're here, everything's branded Finlandia as well, so I think they might be 2 of the same company. But the journey should take 2 hours to 2.5 hours and we'll get into Finland soon.
Bathrooms are amazingly clean. It's kind of like a shopping mall bathroom or just what you would expect. There's a whole bank of toilets that you can go to, but it is so clean. It's the cleanest transport toilet I think we may have ever had. Looks like they come in and clean all the time. Heaps of places to wash your hands, soap, hand dryers, all of that stuff. It literally looks like it would be in a shopping mall or somewhere. 10 out of 10. One extra feature we don't normally have, seasickness bags, because we are on a ferry. Interestingly enough, even though this is only like a 2.5-hour ferry across from Estonia to Helsinki, you can actually pay to get a cabin. I'm not 100% sure how much it is or what you get. I assume a private bathroom and like a bed, I guess. But I think the main benefit would be that you have somewhere safe to store your luggage, and if you're traveling with a family, you sort of have your own space where the kids can do what they want. And at this hour of the morning, it would be great to get a couple of hours sleep in. There are people just on the ground everywhere having a snooze at the moment, so paying a little bit extra might be worth it if you struggle with the early morning.
And if you don't quite need a cabin, there are lockers. So it's about €4 you can rent the locker for the time you're on board, or you can just sit down and have your bags with you, which is what we did.
We will arrive at Helsinki in about 25 minutes and the doors to the garden will open.
We just got the 25-minute call, arriving at Helsinki pretty soon. 25 minutes to do your shopping, even though most of the shops are closed. The trip's been really easy. Ours was only 2 hours.
I think depending on the year and the weather and the day and the time, it probably takes like a half hour longer sometimes, and other times it's quicker. So we got one of the quick ones, which is nice, but also not so nice because it's still pitch black outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London. This location is in Helsinki 6. MS Finlandia's crew, thank you for traveling with us and welcome back on board again.
And that's it. We are in Finland.
2.5 hours went way quicker than I expected. One thing that I guess I'm surprised by it, but I don't know why, is how expensive the food is on board. Like breakfast was what, €10,
More.
€20?
I think a breakfast was like €13, something crazy like that, but too much for us, so we're going to try and find a cafe here that's not as crazy.
Time to get the tram into town.
Only just made it out before people go on a Tallinn started boarding.
Part of me just assumed it would be like a plane, like everyone disembarks before everyone else hops on. Nope.
That turnaround time is really quick. I have no doubt that some of those people sleeping at some point in history would have woken up back where they started and not realised that they've come to Helsinki and turned straight back around.
Very easy travel day.
Obviously crossed into a new country, but there's no border control because it's EU to EU.
So super simple. We only had to show our passports because one of the tickets was the wrong name.
I had a lot of fun on that boat. I think there's so much to do there, but we've heard as well that that's the cheaper boat.
It's the cheap option, and apparently it's boring compared to other ones, which I don't know how it can be, because what else could they possibly offer?
Yeah, for a 2-hour ferry ride, it had everything.
A cruise ship for a 2-hour ferry ride.
Well, we're in Helsinki. I think the next thing we're going to do is check out the Christmas markets.
Tonight, yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, there's Wi-Fi on board as well. Cool. So that's nice. I need coffee.